Welcome. I am Bridget Duda with the Davis Catalyst Center, and I'm here with Haley Freeman with the American Free Enterprise. So, just going to ask you a few questions. How long have you been with the American Free Enterprise?
It's been a while. It was before COVID, and I was able to participate in it then, and then we had to take a break for a little while because of COVID, and then I was able to return after that.
That's awesome. How did you find out about this program?
I am really blessed to know Kathy Lovelace. She's a remarkable person, and I'm lucky to say she's actually a relative of mine as well. And I was able to take her mentor class on public speaking, and she obviously knows my story because she is a relative as well, and she knows that my story has a lot of power to help influence people, especially young people's lives. And so she brought me on board, and that's how I found out about it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What is your earliest memory of feeling passionate about helping others through motivational coaching?
Well, it's part of my mission in life. It's one of those things that I had an eating disorder at 16 where it literally killed me. Like, I shouldn't be alive. I had a near-death experience actually from it. And when I came back, I knew that I was meant to tell my story to others to help them not only avoid the pitfalls of the eating disorder, but depression, suicide, different things like that. And so I was very passionate from the age of about 17 on. I knew that was part of my mission to write a book, public speak, and help others with body image, self-esteem, learning their divine worth. And so I've been passionate for a really long time. And so I just was able to get trained with Kathy Lovelace's programs on public speaking, and then she pulled me into this program as well.
That's really cool.
Thanks.
What do you think is important? Why do you think it's important to support the educational advancement of young people in the U.S.?
Well, they are our future. Obviously, we need to help them. And that's one thing I love about this program is it doesn't just help with the financial needs of education, which is a big thing as a parent. I have, a son in college right now. And so financial need is important. But if you just send them out with just the money without giving them some more intrinsic tools, then that doesn't set them up for success. So that's one thing I love about this program.
That's really cool. Have there been, what are some of your top stories of people that you've been able to help through this?
Well, I've had people afterwards just say how inspired they were with how I used the power of my mind to beat this disorder I had and the depression I had. I knew, my mind and the troubled thinking was what got me into this disorder. So I thought, I'm going to use the power of my mind to get me out. And I had people tell me that that was really powerful for them, and that they knew that they could overcome their trials using the same thing, just their power of their mind and determination to get better.
That's a really cool way to think about it. What makes you feel that this organization is different from others?
Yeah, like what I was saying is if you can give them money to help them go toward their education, which is so beneficial too. But if you don't give them inspiration, people to look up to, people to admire, people to give them hope and tools for that success, then you're giving them only half of what they need. And so that's what I love about this program is they have this day where they can go and meet these incredible people that they can look up to and remember their stories for their life. And they have life skills that they can take with them from that day. And I'd never seen a scholarship program that does that. That doesn't just give them the check, but actually gives them tools that they need to be successful as well. And I love how the mentors that were really invested in the students that we see, and the students are bright and they're motivated and they're respectful when they come in. And I love talking to them after. And I mean, that's just, like I said, that's just giving them half of what they need when you just give them the money. But when you're able to spend the day with these students, I mean, that's just, it makes this scholarship really stand out above any others that I've seen.
That's awesome. Tell me about a specific time this organization has helped you or somebody personally.
I don't know anyone personally, but it's definitely helped me in the sense of I love being a part of the camaraderie of all the speakers. I've grown, hey, public speakers, motivational speakers, need motivational speakers too. So I've been so inspired by the other speakers, their stories. I love how they have the dinner afterwards where everyone's together, the whole group is together. We also get to hear the keynote speaker who is always remarkable. So I've always grown and been inspired by the speakers and the students. The students are amazing. When they come up and tell me what they have accomplished and how they've earned their scholarships, I'm always so impressed.
Wonderful. Has there been any keynote speakers that have especially stood out to you?
I remember it was the former General Relief Society president who came and spoke, and that was very cool. So, or actually, I think it was the former Young Women Relief Society. I remember it was the former Young Women president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. She came and spoke, and that was amazing. Yeah.
Very cool. If you hadn't found this organization, what would your life look like now?
I love speaking with these people because they are world-class speakers, and I think that it's been awesome just to be among all of them and the friendships I have made. Not only that, but I have a podcast as well, and I have met so many people on this platform that have come on my podcast, and then that has created they've been able to tell their stories to my audience, and then it has just snowballed and then they have linked me to other people and then who have changed my life, and then they've been able to tell their stories, and my audience has been touched by their stories, and it's just snowballed and snowballed.
What has been the most surprising thing you have learned about doing this work?
The most surprising thing, I think it's been a surprising thing. That's a hard one. I think the fact that so many people are willing to volunteer their time to do this. These are the speakers she has, the presenters she has, are people that can go and make a lot of money on their speeches. But everybody has volunteered their time to do this for free because we want to invest our time and our talents in the youth of America today. And I think that's pretty surprising that everyone's willing to dedicate so much time for volunteer for the youth.
Yeah. What are your dreams for our community, and how can we get there?
I think it's just to continue how to get there is to continue showing them volunteering to put in to their future, that we are investing in our future. Our dreams, I want our youth to be more patriotic. I want them to have more appreciation for what they have in our country. And that's one thing I love about this as well, because I don't think they appreciate what we really have in this country sometimes.
Yeah. If you could change one thing in the world through what you do, what would it be?
Wow. So this goes along the topic of what I speak on. I speak a lot on worth. And I think if everybody in the whole world could have a glimpse of what their true worth was, what their true divine worth, what their potential really is, I think it would change everything. I think it would keep them from addictions, pitfalls of so much trauma in this world, because they would know what their value was. And I think they would find their purpose and want to complete what they were meant to do on this earth. And I think it would prevent so much heartache and pain. So that would be my hope and wish.
Yeah. Oh, this is a really good one. What would you tell someone who is considering supporting this program for the first time?
Do it. Do it. It changes lives. It's that pivotal moment where I think kids could go back and say, that's the moment I learned what I want to do in life. That's the moment that kept me from doing something that I would have regretted. Or that's the moment that gave me a life skill that I never thought of before, but it helped me be the success that I needed to be in life. So you want to be a part of it. You want to keep this program going, and you want to get as many seniors that can possibly be at these programs.
Yeah. What are some major benefits that you've seen from this program?
Yeah, just inspiration that they can take with them going forward forever. I mean, you won't forget these stories. These stories that these prisoners have are life-changing.
Yeah. What is the most urgent need you see that our audience can help solve?
Most urgent need. Well, I think every one of the students I see have a mission, have a purpose that only they can complete. And so if they could realize it and then get the skills that they need, which are, yes, financial needs, right? And so this program helps with those needs, but also just skills, life skills that sometimes they don't always get in just like the standard education, because they're skills that they need to look for others that have high values, who have already lived and went down those roads that, that they need to look and find someone that they can look up to. But so within these events, there are people that went through hard things and can guide them down these roads. So they might be able to tell them, hey, I've been where you are. I've been down this hard road. And so they need someone to look up to, someone who can give them that support and these life skills that they might not be able to find in just a traditional education. So I love that this program can offer, those mentors for them.
Yeah. Have you had any personal mentors that have really helped you along the way?
I would have to say Kathy Lovelace is one, for sure. She's helped me quite a deal with the public speaking world, but just on a personal level too. Family, my mom.
Yeah, for sure. How does the American Free Enterprise benefit from donors?
Well, it wouldn't exist without the donors. That's what they use to help give the financial scholarships. And then even, those participating on a lot of it's like volunteer to help get the programs going. So we need the donors to keep it going for sure.
Okay. If you had 5 minutes with a potential donor, what would you say to them?
I said, this is a scholarship that's more important than any that I have seen. And I've had high school students, I've had seniors that have received scholarships. And we've been so thankful for the financial supports that my seniors have received, but they never had a program that they could go to like this. Excuse me. They never had a program that they could go to and meet these amazing people. They've never had a program where they could learn these life skills. And so I am just amazed at what Kathy has done with this program. And so I would say do everything you can to be a part of it, because the reward that you will feel of knowing you helped these seniors be able to come to this would be amazing. Like if I could do it, if I could afford to just be give it all the money I could to get as many students as I could to get here, I would do it, because this would be something I'd be so proud of, to say, hey, I helped send 5 students to this program or whatever, because it is just a beautiful program that will make such a difference in students' lives.
That's awesome. This program is a lot with hope for everything. Is there something in particular that makes you feel especially hopeful?
I think this generation they're just remarkable. They are fierce. They are stubborn when they need to be stubborn for the right things. And so if you can back up that power that they have with the right mindsets, with the right tools, the right skills, they're going to be a force. And we want them to have the skills that they need to do the right things in this world. And this is this is the place that you can start them out with that right mindset and to help them have what they need. And so I have so much hope that they will do that. And I want to be like, hey, I helped them. I gave them one little seed, one little plant and one little seed to help them with their awesome future. So I have hope in them. They're awesome.
Yeah, hope is such an impactful thing. Is there, like, I know you talked about with your background and how you joined, but is there like a really strong moment that's like been really helpful with your experience with this? I love when I'm in my presentation and I could look out and I could make eye contact and I can maybe see someone that I could tell it's affecting very emotionally. I can maybe see someone wiping a tear in their eyes. And often they're sitting there with their parents and I could see a parent wiping a tear from their eyes. Or I'm looking at their eyes and I can feel that connection. And I know I'm reaching them. I know I'm changing something. And that is why I do this. That's really powerful. I think that's it question-wise. Thank you so much for doing this interview. And again, I am Bridget Dearden, and this is Haley Freeman, and I'm here with the Davis Catalyst Center. Thank you so much.